I'm sorry about that. We've been having some rain here and I got disconnected. So let's start again. Hopefully you're back on with me and we can get this show on the road or party on the road. So again, I apologize. My stamp room is in the basement, so the Wi-Fi isn't always that good, but I don't know what happened this week other than I also have my other job in the basement and I know I've had a lot of computer problems. So again, let's start. Happy Sunday. I'm going to be showing the first frost or frosted florals today. And I got some great sets to show you. I just want to tell you about a couple, remind you about. Okay, let me know if you guys can see me. It looks like it reconnected again. I think we're getting a storm coming through. Is anybody on there with me? Okay, I think I'm good. I think it's coming through. This isn't going to be fun tonight. It's definitely going to be. Hi, Maureen. I'm just going to keep going with this because I think it's going to be intermittent where I might lose you. Okay, so let's just keep going. It does keep dropping, Fran. Yeah, I know. Let's just hope I can get through it. I apologize, but like I said, it's the weather. So hopefully you can get to see me stamp anyway. I'm on again. Okay, I'm just going to keep going, okay? Hope if I disconnect, it'll reconnect. So don't forget about the Color Your Seasons. I'm going to be using that today too, incorporated with the first frost. And also we have the bonus days for every $50 that you purchase. Every $50 that you purchase in August, you get a $5 coupon to use in September. Also, if you order through me, and Frankie, I know you're watching, and yes, I'm fixing my hair. It's because it gets in my eyes. If you order through me, every $50, you get a chance to win a free Stampersdelight, which I will be giving out September 1st. Man, I can't really see today. I'm getting a haircut this week, so bear with. I'm having a bad day today, aren't I, ladies? Anyway, so I will be giving away a free Stampersdelight September 1st from anybody that orders through me, okay? Oh, so maybe it's not me then. Maybe it's Facebook Lives. Great. Thank you, Fran. I thought maybe it was me, which wouldn't surprise me. So, okay, so we went over the specials, went over in case you just got on. Don't forget, if you are a demonstrator, registration for Orlando starts Tuesday. And this is one of the good times that I'm happy that I work on the phones and I can play with my computer on the side because I will be one of the first ones logging in there to get on stage. And I hope to see all of you there. Stop and say hi to me. I'd love to meet you in person. So let's get started. Okay, so let me show you this stamp set first. First Frost. And again, this is, when you think First Frost, you think Christmas, you think winter. And yes, I did do a Christmas card with this, but it has so many other possibilities, and you'll see that in a minute. Now, it also has the framelits, which mine are on my magnetic sheet. So, I mean, you can see this part of it. I'll show you those when I put the camera down. But two of the pieces I wanted to show you that you are going to love in this bundle are these two pieces right here. This is such a great idea. You see what they are? They're frames. And they go right inside each other. This is my new best friend. I love this little guy. And I love the little edges. It's great. And I incorporated a lot of the Stitch Season framelits with the cards today, and you'll see that too. So again, with the Blended Seasons or Color Your Seasons special, you can't live without these framelits. These are just great. So let me show you the cards that I did. Now, if you checked out my little teaser yesterday, this was the first one that I had, and I had this one online. So you can see I used the framelits from the Stitch Season framelit. And then the inside of this, of course, you use for another card. And I'm going to hide that one because that's the one I'm going to actually stamp. Okay, so I'll bring it in closer so you can see it. I stamped the background, and then I also used the framelits to cut some pieces out so it gave it a 3D effect. And then I used this great velvety ribbon. And this paper is just, I want to say it's like wallpaper, you know, like shimmery wallpaper, but not ugly wallpaper like your grandmother's house, you know. It's just gorgeous. So let me bring it in. I don't know if you can see the shimmer. This is absolutely gorgeous. And if you notice the congratulations here, this cut right here, or this edge right here, of course I used my, where are you? You're over here somewhere. Oh, it's right here. I used my punch, the Varied Vases punch, which I used that to get that curvy edge for my saying. And then on the inside, I just stamped wishing you all the best. And then, of course, I stamped off the big flower there, or greenery. So this, I mean, this, even though it says First Frost, Floral, Frosted Florals, don't think winter. You can use this anytime, because this looks like a nice wedding or anniversary card. Now, the other one I did, this one was just a cute little card. Again, I used the stitch framelits with it, and I glued the 4x, this is a 4x4, and I did the 4x4, and of course this is the designer series paper. When I did this, I did the framelit right through both pieces of paper or cardstock, so that when you open it, it's just a thank you right in there. And of course, this is also from the stitched framelits, the little bow. And then I put some of the our faceted dots in the Blackberry Bliss. So this is just a cute little 4x4 card. And then of course some of the little doodads. I call them doodads because I can't remember all the names. So that's just a cute little card, 4x4 card. Then what I did also was I took the new swirled, and I put it over here so I'd remember all the names, because I haven't even learned all the names in the annual catalog, let alone the new ones in the holiday catalog. This is the Swirls and Curls, which is from another suite, but I wanted to use it. I wanted to try it. So what I did with that is I used it on the shaded spruce, and then I cut out all those different flowers from the First Frost, and just laid that right on top of there and made like my own little garden. And you see the saying inside in that framelit? That's the larger one. That's this one. So that kind of, that swirly embossing folder goes nice with it, I think. And then the inside of that one, of course, now I can't. There we go. Another congratulations card. Hi, Ginny. Hi, Diana. Hi, Valerie. So I thought that kind of went kind of nice with it, too. Now I'm getting up to some of my other favorites. Okay. They're all my favorites. This is my new favorite set, too. Don't I say that every week? This one is another one I love. Now, again, this is the floral pattern, the designer series paper. I'm going to bring it in closer because you can see that two framelit, the double framelit, how great that is. Again, isn't that great? Not a lot on the front of it because you got that designer series paper. So just a couple of these little, this is the framelit here, little greeneries. And you don't even have to stamp that. I mean, there's a stamp in there, and I'm going to put this down for a minute. This stamp right here looks like the framelit, but they aren't. They don't go together. So it's a stamp, but it's a separate framelit. So you can just use that framelit, and I used it in the silver foil paper. And then this is Mary Merlot, by the way. And the paper, yes, Winann, this paper is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it. It's shimmery. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous paper. And then, of course, the inside of this one. And then, of course, I just stamped some flowers in the corner. Thank you, Lisa. I thought so, too. I thought the swirls and curls went really nice with it. I love this card. I like them all. Okay. The next one I did want to do a Christmas card because I wanted to show you. We think red and green for Christmas, and I know a lot of people do blue now, but I wanted to do something with the lighter greens for Christmas, and this is what I came up with. Now you can just barely see a little bit of that velvet ribbon, and I'll show you that in a minute. Now I'm going to bring it in close because, again, there's a framelit. There's no stamp, but just a framelit right here. And that's where that silver paper comes in. I have the silver foil paper. And then I have our Dazzling Diamond glimmer paper. I'll bring it back out. And it's in the soft seafoam. And then they stamped it in the mint macaron. But, I mean, look at these colors. And it's a great Christmas card. And then when you open it up, and you can just see a little bit of that little one hanging out there. When you open it up, it looks like that. Again, with that layered tag. And the velvet ribbon is just really nice, too. And then, of course, the little epoxies, the frosted. I got to order more of these because I used them, almost all of them up. These are the frosted ones, but I used the clear ones. They almost look like a glitter, but they're really clear. So I actually have to get more of those. I only ordered one set because I wasn't sure how I was going to use them. But what I liked about this one is how I had this hanging out over here. So it looks like it's part of the front of the card, but it's really not. It's the inside of the card. And then for the card so those are the cards that I came up with. But now for the card that I'm going to show you, because this shimmery paper goes so well with our white shimmer paper and our shimmer embossing paste. So this is the one I'm going to be showing tonight. Because the other part to this suite are these little shimmery iridescent boxwood wreaths. That's those. That's another congratulations card. But this is on the shimmery white. And I forgot to trim him off. I don't know what happened, but I forgot to trim him. But I'll do that in a little bit. You see how he's hanging off there? He's not supposed to be hanging there. Anyway. But I'll bring it in closer so you can see I got the boxwood right there in the front. And then... Oh, really, Vicki? Well, you're going to see it tonight. And then I have these layered. And this is the shimmery paste. So it's all shimmery. Great wedding card, great anniversary card. And then this is what the inside would look like. Now, one thing I didn't do, which my scissors are right here. I'm getting better at having everything within reach. And I'm going to snip this off right now because this was actually supposed to be snipped off. Okay, that's the way it's supposed to look. The ribbon was not supposed to be hanging over the sides. Hi, Bunny. Okay, so this is the card I'm going to show you tonight. Let me just move some stuff out of the way. I'm going to flip the camera down, and I hope I don't lose anybody, and I hope it stays not blurry. I know last time they said that a couple of the spots got blurry. There's actually something right now in there that I can see, but I guess it's a Facebook problem from what I'm understanding. The bins on the back of my back counter, I'll show you what they are. These I'm getting ready for my card buffet, and this is what I use for my bins. I put each card that they're going to do in these bins, and then the girls take the bin, go to the table, make how many cards up they want. And what these are were the, we get these as demonstrators. They're like vinyl stickers, and it says Stampin' Up, Inspire, Create. I cut them apart, and I put them on each bin. So all my bins have a saying on them. So that's what I use. Some people use shoe boxes for their card buffets, but I have all these bins. I bought them in the dollar store a long time ago. And they were bright and cheery, so... And then I just put those little vinyl stickers on them, so I thought they were cute. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera down. I'm just going to loosen this and hopefully not lose anything. Stay with me, folks. Okay. So again, there's my online code for August if you want to order through me, through my online site. I'll be picking a winner for that Stamparatus. And there's the online code. It'll also be on this Facebook page live and my YouTube channel tomorrow. Okay, so I will move that. And if you're a new person watching and you need a catalog or you want to look online, you can go to stampersdelight.stampinup.net and or stampersdelight.com. I just think everybody knows me by now, and I forgot to introduce myself. Rose Ward from Stampersdelight.com. We're all old friends now, right? Okay, so for that card, I took a piece of the the shimmery white cardstock, and I folded it in half. And remember, I always tell you, start in the middle and push outwards, and you'll get a better edge here, and it won't be off-centered. Okay, now for the embossing paste, I picked this one to use, and the mats do get a little messy after a while. The one thing you want to do when you use the embossing paste is have water, a little thing of water, which I have down here with a little detergent in it. The paste will dry quickly on your tools and on your mat. So this is the shimmery white, one of my favorites. I don't use it half as much as I should. I'm just going to lay this right over here. Now, you can put a little washi tape on each side if you want to keep it in place. I'm not going to. I'm really bad like that. What I like to do is take 2 of the palettes or the knives. There's actually 3 in the little case that you buy. I don't know what happened to my other one. I might have it upstairs to be cleaned. But the reason I do that is because I like to use one to dig some paste out. And then because you can put it back in, you don't have to use it all. So I might push it down like that and just press it around. You don't need a lot. I'm just putting it over here like this. And when I pick it back up, can everybody see me? I'm just coating it. It's all over my knife, so what I like to do is just take the other one and try to grab it so that I can get it all back in one spot. So I have another good glob so that I can lay it back down. Now I'm going to need a little more on this side, but this little, well, it's not that little either. This jar will last a long time. If I need a little more. But the great thing is, what you're not using, you put back in there. And I'm just going to swish it around. And if you have a stash home of any kind of mats, any kind of stenciling mats that are plastic, they'll work on this. Okay, so that's enough because some of it's not all going to show. Okay, so you see what I'm doing? Just putting it right back in here. I'm going to close that up, and you want to make sure you close it up tight because it will dry out. Now, my white did dry out one time, and all I had to do was put a little water in it, and I got it. It's water soluble, I guess, or whatever, so it did come back. And I'm just going to peel that off. I'm going to put that in my little bowl of water down here. And there it is. Can you see it? Hi, Colleen. Now, because I was pushing it off to the side, there's some pieces that are off my card here. You can go ahead and get those off now or wait till it dries. I usually wait till it dries and just pick them off. But so there's my shimmery white paper with my shimmery paste on it. Yeah, Vicki, it's not hard at all. Don't avoid it. Go for it. It's so much fun. Now, the only thing you have to do, it doesn't take a long time to dry, but because I knew I was on camera doing this, let me put these again. I'm going to put these, I have water down here, so, and I'm going to move this. I'm going to rip this off because I don't want to get it on my paper or on my card. play with it, Vicky. It's a lot of fun. I already did one earlier, so here's the one that I did earlier. Okay. I'm going to lay that down. And then I'm going to bring in my pieces. Now, because I was using this, I already cut these pieces out. You guys know what all this looks like. So, I mean, you've already seen this. So this, again, is the stitch framelits. Now, remember, I said I did this card first. And I used this outer edge. And the nice thing is that you have an inside edge, or an inner piece, and that's what I did this card with. So you get to use a lot. So for this one, I cut it out, used the larger framelit from the Stitched Seasons, and that's what I'm using. And now I have this to use with something else, and I'll show you what I was playing around with. I haven't really gotten that far with it, but okay, so here I got this. Now I played around with this and wasn't sure. This is how I do my little thing here. So when I was doing this earlier, I was like, okay, I can do this. This iridescent or Dazzling Diamonds glitter paper, or new glitter paper, is so thin. It's so nice. It goes through the Big Shot. Great. And it just looks so sparkly. That's why I said this could be a Christmas card. You know what? Maybe this will be a Christmas card. I think I might make this one a Christmas card. Because if you remember, this said congratulations. Okay, I'm playing again. I always change it when I'm on Facebook Live. Because look at it. It looks beautiful. Now remember, I made this great Christmas card with these great colors. Why not? What a frosted Christmas card. Yes. Okay, we're going with it. Okay. So, back. Calm down, Rose. All right. So, it just so happens that I have Merry Christmas already mounted. Not that I was doing it. It was just for the other one. All right. So, we're going to take those off. All right. So, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to find my glue snail. And look at the back of this. Isn't that great? Jeez, I just hate using the back of this paper, but... And this I'm going to put a lot of snail on it because it's going over a lot of bumpy stuff. Or actually, I might even suggest tear and tape because it is going over your embossing paste, okay? This one seems to be holding up fine. One little piece started lifting, but... So you might want to use tear and tape there. So I'm laying that down. Then I'm going to take my little boxwoods, and these little boxwoods are so adorable. Now, there's 12 of them. There's 6 little holes here, and there's 2 in each one. And you can just play with these and make it as... See, you could use it that small, or you can make it bigger, because it's just a little wreath. So let's find the end of it and just play with it until you get it the size you want. So I'm just playing with it a little bit here. And you can just play with those leaves to bring them up. See the iridescent on it? I don't know if you can see that. My sparkly nails are probably in the way. Look at that. Isn't that great? Okay. So we're just going to play with that a little bit more. Lay that down there. I want this come up a little bit. Okay, so I would put that right about there. And then I have my, yeah, that's probably about how big it's going to be. Okay, yeah. All right, so that doesn't look too round, though. There we go. So that's going to go right about there. Now, because I'm putting this right here, and a piece of this great velvet ribbon. Let's see, I'll just cut a piece of that off. Let's see, what I'm gonna do is put the velvet ribbon down first. Now again, with the velvet ribbon, you can use tear and tape or snail. I usually put, at least put snail on it. I usually do it because it's nice, it holds it, it's the same width, and it holds it right in place. So I'm going to lay that down first to hold it in place. I hope my husband remembers I'm on Facebook Live and he doesn't yell down here. Okay, and now for this, I'm going to put a little snail here. And this is where I would say maybe tear and tape might be better, but because I'm layering so much over it, it's going to stay in place. And I'm just going to press that down. Oh, yeah, it stays in place fine. And there we go. As long as part of it stays down, you're good, because you're going to be putting more stuff on top of it. Okay. So then what I want to do is, this is going to go right on here, and that's why I left that piece lifted up, because I want it to stand up a little bit, and I can bring that, move that. Okay. So then I'm going to play around with these little guys. Let's see. Okay. All right, so we're going to do a Merry Christmas now instead. I always put the saying on there first and I'll put it with dimensionals, and then I stick my, well, normally I say greenery, but these aren't green, but you get the idea. So I'm going to stamp this up. I'm going to do Merry Christmas on this one. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right. Now, of course, this is too big. I don't want it that long. And I want the Merry Christmas to actually show. So let me show you how I'm going to do the punch. I'm going to take that leaf part right there. And I'm just going to put that right there. Oh, I think I was out of camera view. I'm sorry. Okay. Was I out of camera view that whole time? I hope not. I get going and I forget that. So I did that. See, that's how I get that cute little edge. Now that might be, I might still need to go in more. I'm sorry, Stampers. It is hard for me to look up. Okay, I'm good. Okay. All right. I thought maybe I was out of camera view. Okay, so that's good on that side. See, that's the edge I was talking about that I like. And I get that with this punch. So that's too long, so let's just snip off a little bit. Let's snip that. And if you can see what I'm doing, I'm just putting that in, angling it right there and snipping that. And it gives it that edge. And I'm going to put that right there. See, I don't want it hanging off the card. So there we go. Okay, so once I know where I'm putting that, actually, I think this one I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to lay that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put him right there because I want the green to show too. Okay, now that I know where I got that one, or I'm going to put him, I'm going to put a lot of dimensionals on here. And the reason is because it's got a lot of stuff it's got to go over. It's got a lot of, it's got to go over the ribbon. It's got to go, so I can butt these up to each other. And it's got to go over everything and be able to hold everything into place. So the more dimensionals, the better. And this one, I'm going to show you something else I did on this one. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Because of this right here, I doubled these up. So it has enough underneath there, enough oomph. It's high enough. So it's high enough to go over everything. Does that make sense? So I need the dimensionals to be higher so that it goes over everything and still sticky. So what I do is I double those up. And they are sticky. They're sticking to my fingers. All right. Couple more. I know you don't need to see me put dimensionals on, but can't fast forward that. Okay, so let's just pull that off. Come on. Okay, so now it's high enough where it'll go right over. I can just squish that in there. It'll go right over that. Just lay it down, press it down. Then I can play with the rest of it. See, I didn't glue it the whole thing down. Can you see that? There. So that I could move this around. There we go. But I want this little box. So let me show you before I put the other greenery on there. So now I can open it up. But I want that to stick out. Now that I have that down, I can put these pieces underneath there. I can cut this off. And I can just stick them in there wherever they'll go by just putting a little snail on them. I like to put the silver down first. I like to put the silver down first and then the glitter over it. So what I will do, if I didn't put it too far away, oh, there it is get my silicone mat and start with that. Put a little snail on that. And I'm going to tuck him in here. Just see where I can fit him. And if I want to cut that piece, I can cut it. But I kind of like it long, so I'm just going to try to get him in there. There we go. How come he went in there? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to move him over here. And then a little snail on this one. Oh my God, this paper and this is so beautiful. I love everything about this. Come on, get in there. All right, so he doesn't want to go in there. I'm gonna snip him. I'm gonna snip this one too. They don't want to go all the way in there. They're giving me a hard time. We'll just cut them. Okay. There you go. Once I get them in there, I can press them down. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. Okay. So there's the first ones up there. And then right down in the other corner, I'm going to do the same thing. So I might as well cut these because these are pretty long. And they don't have to be that long, but we'll put a little snail on each one of those. They do get stuck together too. What I like to do when I'm cutting out my pieces like that, I'll do, even if I'm just making the one card, I'll do a couple extra pieces for later on because I know I'm going to make more cards. So I did quite a few of these at one time. You know, the same pieces with the Big Shot. This way I have them. Okay, so that looks beautiful, I think. Nothing like compliment my own work. It's the paper. It's the stamp set. It's beautiful. But then we also have these. You can use these too. And now remember, I'm going to bring the other one back in. This was the congratulations one, right? So if you wanted to, you could take a couple of these little frosty guys and put these guys on there. I don't know if I'd like, yeah, I'll put a couple of them on there. I'm just, I'm just playing here. I'm changing it up a bit. I always have one card that I've done, and then I cut the everything out that I'm going to do the same exact card on camera because I know what I'm doing, and I always end up changing it. Okay, so this is the Christmas one. And this is the congratulations one. Of course, I didn't finish the inside yet. So this says Merry Christmas. And then this is what I was talking about. If you got some edges there, you can just smooth those out. You can actually take a pair of scissors and just snip. That's where some of the paste got on there. I don't really bother with it because you can also take the little, go like this, little file. And let's see, the saying says, here's to a season filled with warmth, comfort, and good cheer. We'll use that one for Christmas. And for this one, I'm going to stamp right on the card, something I don't do too often in case I make a mistake. Yes, thank you. Okay. Now, I don't like naked cards or naked envelopes, so I always have to do something else too. So I'll put a little more greenery. It's like these, but I'm going to just stamp it off a little bit. So I did that for the inside. Again, this would be the Christmas one. And then this was the one I was going to do, but changed it to Christmas. But you see, this is why I wanted to show you, because you can make beautiful Christmas cards with this, with the first frost. And they don't have to be red and green. Matter of fact, I think this is really elegant. Good job Stampin' Up. Good job, because I think these colors are absolutely gorgeous. And again, I'm going to bring in the other ones. And don't forget your punch. You find other ways to use your punches. I'm still playing with those. So again, here's the other Christmas card that I did. And I wanted to show it to you this way because it's easier to see the opening. Yeah, and Wink Stella. Oh, yeah, and I did use the Wink Stella. I'll show you the card again on this, too. Wink Stella, shimmery paint, shimmery cardstock, and the first Frost Suite all go together so well. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. And this, the tag set here, oh my God, you are going to die for this. This little 2-piece tag set, this is going to be your new best friend. How many times have you needed a tag, but then you wanted to back it up with another color? And remember, we used to cut the paper in half and make a back, you know what I'm saying? Make a backing to it so that it had a background. But this is perfect. You don't have to do that. I'd buy the set just to get this. So that's the other one. This is the two that I used the Wink Stella on, which I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me, Vicki. I used the Wink Stella on the flowers and the leaves up here. I don't know if you can see it. I'll bring it in a little bit closer. But the Wink Stella, the shimmery paste, and the shimmery paper goes so well with this. And I also used the Wink Stella on these flowers too. And I think, and the leaves. So that was today's stamping. I don't even want to say stamp. It's a party. I feel like every time we get together, it's a party. Oh, and my cute little 4x4 thank you card. Oh, what I wanted to show you with that was this little piece that I cut out because it was 2 layers. I'll just put a little hole in that, and I'll design something on that. Put a to and from on that, and I got myself a little tag. So many great things to do. So again, this is the First Frost, and it's called the Frosted Floral Bundle. Oh, I was going to show you one last thing that I was playing with too. If you don't have a catalog and you need one, get in contact with me, roseward@stampersdelight.com. If you don't have a demonstrator. If you do have a demonstrator, stick with her or him, and they will get you the catalog as soon as they can. If you're a demonstrator, don't forget, Tuesday is the sign up for On Stage. I hope to see you all there. Now let me just show you what I was playing with. I was also playing around with stamping on the vellum, and I was playing around with our brusho, and I was trying to see if I could put something together with that, and then maybe use that other piece, this leftover piece. I didn't really like it, but I mean, I will like it, but not together with that. But this is what I do, is, you know, I start thinking of something and just start playing around. And then I thought of just taking this and putting, it's got my fingerprints all over it now, but just putting vellum paper with this stamp set too, and just doing something like that. So it's got so many possibilities, but for now, these are what I came up with. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope you liked my video today. Don't forget, I'll be back Facebook Friday morning at 7 a.m. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. I really might do Thanksgiving this time. But thank you for tuning in, and I do have a door prize to pick, a winner to pick, and this is going to be for a pack of faceted dots. Okay, so drum roll, please, and one of these days I'll get the computer where you can see it. You hear me? I'm sorry, you hear me moving my mouse. Okay, and the winner is Ginny Mason. Ginny, I don't know if you're still on. I know you were on earlier. Ginny, I'll message you later, or you can message me. Ginny, you won the faceted dots. So I will get those out to you. Bunny and Roseanne Roberts, I'll get yours out this week also. I try to do it all at one time. I hope you, oh, let me bring my camera back up. I hope you all enjoyed the presentation. Oh, Ginny, you are still on. You won, so I'll get that out to you. Send me your address, okay? So I hope you enjoyed the frosted florals. Have a great Sunday evening. I'll see you back here on Facebook Friday morning. Bye, everybody. Happy stamping.